basically, mostly lesbian space rock. There's a couple bisexual ones, and that's cool. They want to be, that's their space rocky parts. They came to Earth, right? And the entire idea was, hey, we're going to make gems on Earth because fuck you, you're the audience, you don't need to know the end game. Right now. We'll explain it to you like sometime after we've gotten done with like 90 episodes. Oh, by the way, suck our dick. Now after like 90 episodes, you can actually see the bad guy. Girl, woman, diamond, whatever. Point is, they came to Earth to do some weird ore extraction shit. And apparently, like, 2 of them were like, no, this isn't cool because this is going to kill everything on Earth. And what they call Homeworld was like, well, unfortunately, we run a caste system, and as far as caste system is concerned, in page 33 of the employee handbook, it says, fuck you, we are going to take over this goddamn planet because this is 5,000 years in Earth's past, so we're still trying to figure out how that thing known as a rock fits into society, right? And so these 2 gems, and I know this sounds weird, these 2 gems named Rose Quartz and Pearl decided they were not going to let this stand, so they were going to fight for Earth. Now, please guess for me what gem Rose Quartz and Pearl are. Time's up. If you didn't guess correctly, well, short buses are fun, aren't they? Anyway, getting back to the point. So, they're women, right? They're gems from outer space, but they're women. And it's really fucking sad that Pearl loves Rose Quartz, because that shit does not work out, right? Because you fast forward 5,000 years later, and some dumpy asshole named Mr. Universe, who is actually a pretty cool guy, like in that whole, like, probably loved the fucking 70s but went through the 90s kind of way. I'm driving here just a second. So like he meets Rose Quartz, and I'm not exactly sure why it is Rose Quartz is like, yeah, I need that human dick in me instead of hanging out with Pearl, but that happened, right? And so because of that, like, Rose Quartz decided, you know what? I'm a fucking space rock. Let's have babies. And that worked out. In that she had a kid, but she had to stop existing. Because. And I'm sure somebody's explained it on the internet, but fuck you. And basically, the kid is named Steven, and that's where they get the title Steven Universe at, because he's out there hanging out with Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet, right? And Garnet is... You know, with the recent episode, she's Cotton Candy Mom. Pearl is Bird Mom, but you don't talk bad about Pearl, goddammit! And Amethyst never commits to being the crocodile. And she also eats a lot. I'm not really sure how her digestive tract works, considering she's a gem person made out of light, but I know she can pee. And I know she likes to pee in the ocean while swimming in it, I think. I don't know. It was confusing. I didn't really want to go more into that episode. All I know is she really seemed to enjoy the idea of saying, you should go out and pee in the ocean like a fish. And I'm not quite sure how a space-based gem society understands a fish's urinary tract, and I'm not even sure how they understand a urinary tract. I'm not really sure why she would want to go pee out in the sea, but I'm just going to assume she's done it and just kind of leave it there. Why the fuck not? They're made out of light, so of course they don't eat food, but Amethyst does because she finds it fun. Because that's a thing, I guess. So whatever. Point is, right? So Rose Quartz is gone. So they're all like, well, we got a fucking baby with a ruby in its belly button. That's something we gotta deal with now. And they're like, you know what? Since he's half gem, we gems will raise him because God help us, his father is a useless asshole that runs the fucking car wash and lives out of his van. And we don't really think a 3-year-old should be living in a van. So they're at least responsible lesbians. So that's a good thing, right? And so he moves in with them and never goes to school, which may come back to bite him in the ass later if he wants to, like, do nuclear physics. But if you've watched this show, I don't think that's going to be a concern for him in the future. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to be, like, a baker or something, in which case, yeah, he's covered, I guess. I don't know. The point is, so they three try to raise him, and every now and then these things called gem shards like hop up and go, whoop-ah! We're gonna fuck you up, and sometimes be a metaphor for rape. And you're like, whoa, this is a kid show! That just got really uncomfortable! What in the fuck? I thought the whole Steven and Connie fusing thing was a little bit much, but this, no! And why do the rape metaphors have to look like Lovecraftian horrors? Cut this out! Cronenberg should not be in my child's TV show! Fucking hell! Can we get back to the episode where it becomes very apparent Pearl has some fucking PTSD? Because for some reason, that's giving me better fuzzy feelings than your fucking rape monsters! How did you fuck this up? And, right? And there's like a pink dragon. There's no pink dragon. God, that sounds like some kind of sex metaphor too. Saying there's a pink lion doesn't make it sound any better. But yeah, there's like this pink lion that Steven sometimes goes into. Wow, that doesn't sound better at all either. Shit, I'm fucking this one up. All right, so this is not a metaphor for anything, and I know because I've watched the series like 3 fucking times. There's a pink lion, and you can store soda pop in them, right? No, you can literally store soda pop in this motherfucker. Like, it happens. Like, Pearl shows she's got PTSD, and Steven's response is to get out of soda. Well, okay, she's really talking about a battle where thousands of people died, which, like, they don't tell you. Point is, there's a fucking lion that wanders around. And, like, he has a little Indian friend, and she's clearly, like, set up to be the girlfriend. And when I say Indian, I don't mean, like Native American Indian. Thank God I found a less racist way to say that, because the only ways I could think of were so fucking racist that even I was upset with myself. But yes, she's not a Native American Indian. She's like a literally from India Indian girl, except she was born in America, so she doesn't have the whole Hindu thing going on. Although it's a little racist that both of her parents are like doctors. I feel like you kind of like dropped the ball with that one show. All right, you got the dad as a lazy bum who works at the fucking car wash, but the Indians have to be doctors. Okay, I guess that's a good responsible career, but again, I feel like that might be one of those stereotypes.
Hey Theodora, yeah, I think we're in the warp. Make sure you clench your butthole so no heresy gets in.